Hello, back with another daily. Just got well, just got better from having a cold. That's why I wasn't able to voice my older, my previous runs recently, and I'm better now. I hope I won't get another sick. I won't be sick again for the upcoming days. I wonder what chest we'll get today. Um, what kind of run did I do yesterday? I think it was just some Kiku Ominakuji run. I'm gonna go try for some reduced cooldowns. Maybe it will work. I hope I don't regret not taking Reflection Shield there. Reflection Shield is pretty good because if you get Ruby defensive, you could at least stack it with what's it called? Supercharge, so your special damage would be stronger. The same goes for what was it? The ring that reduces your I'm already forgetting. That reduces your defensive cooldown, also gives a counter. I might take Grandmaster Spear. Yeah, why not? One good thing for Mermaid Scale Mail is if I get Lancer's Gloves, then I still wouldn't have cooldowns for my primary and secondary. Oh no. Why didn't Bella move? Uh-oh. 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 I hate fighting Bella sometimes because sometimes she's gonna move to an awkward spot, and then she's just gonna stay there for the entirety of the fight. I'll just get Sapphire Primary, honestly. Considering I have Grandmaster Spear, which already boosts my damage by like 40%. It's better to get upgrades that boost. No. How do you word it? It's better to get upgrades with items that already boost your damage. So you just have stronger damage. Yeah. English is hard. Thinking is hard. Though I don't think it's that much damage. Well, considering we're only using primary, I guess it's not that surprising. It would probably be more noticeable if I got Ruby primary than Sapphire primary, but when comparing the damage, Sapphire primary is the second strongest, Ruby being the first, but you also have increased GCD and the slow on use, so that's probably a negative most people wouldn't like. Just gonna chill. I won't bother using special, I guess. How much was that? 480 with maybe I still wanna do assassinate. At least when trying to backstab. I'm not really that knowledgeable for optimization. damage optimization. It's more, I mostly play um on the feel, like it feels better to use or whatever. So the tryhards would definitely disagree. Nice. 84 seconds. That's pretty good. Wow. That's kinda ass, not gonna lie. Hmm. I'll just take Assassin's Knife, I guess. I'm also not gonna bother resetting, or rather using my secondary to reset my defensive. It's probably a lot better to just keep on whacking at the primary. And relying on resets for some sneaky backstabs, if possible. Like that. Uh-oh, that was a low roll. There we go, that was a high roll. And another low roll. I'll use secondary here just so I can still deal damage. I'm just gonna stay here, then slowly inch my way down and go up. Yeah, finding Twilly's... I got... Is it Twilly or Twily? It's probably Twily, right? Because Twilight. But yeah, fighting her is just really chill. Especially when you really memorize like her first to third time stops. I'll be honest, I don't really understand how her last time stop works, because in most of my runs I barely reach it. Like the only time you'll reach her last time stop is if you really didn't have enough damage. Like for example, you're trying to do a, what's it called, a no item run, or if your damage really just sucks even with items, then but at that point she'll probably still have enough HP. I've practiced a few no item runs before, and yeah, they were really hard. You just you basically have to pray that your assassinate high rolls most of the time, so you'd be able to kill the bosses just before they use their enrage. Like the successful first boss clears I've done, where versus who was it? Versus Ronali and Meren, mostly because they have less HP than the other bosses. If you didn't know, Meren and Ranali recover less HP because they tend to move a lot, which was the reasoning of Mino Dev in regards to the boss HP thing. But at the same time, I also had to have like a good a good upgrade. Like um, Ruby Primary was one of the better upgrades. Surprisingly, even I was surprised at how well Ruby Primary went. Mostly because since it's a single hit, so if it hits there's just a 30% chance it would high roll into a crit. Some something like that. Because for multi hits, it's each individual hit. It's not all hits that will high roll or will crit. So I was pleasantly surprised that Ruby Primary was one of the better options for beating bosses. But of course, there's still the less GCD, the reduced GCD, or the higher GCD, sorry, and you still have to pray that you'll be high rolling. So yeah, it's rough. Um, what else? Like getting Opal 2 definitely is one of the better options because it's like a assassin's strongest secondary, or like the most easier to use. Like you could argue maybe Ruby secondary is better just to weave in for the combos, for as just to weave in like instantly resetting your defensive and then using special. But I'd probably still have to test a lot more. I just don't have that much time, or rather, I'm not really that how do you call it? Really that invested in doing no item runs. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to practice more if I'm motivated to do them more. But as of now, not really. Honestly, maybe I should have gotten Emerald secondary, considering I don't really use secondary to reset my defensive. You'll see me pressing it sometimes. It's just muscle memory at this point. Well, I am probably going to reach the octagon phase, or whatever it's called, or bullet hell phase. Yeah, I don't have enough damage. I still get hit from this sometimes because I'm not really used to dealing with it. Oh, come on. Oh hey, that went well. The trick is there is to align yourself with the next set of incoming bullets. It's a bit hard to do at first because of the visual clutter, but you'll probably get used to it, right? It's a green chest, so I'm not that surprised. Yeah. Man, this sucks. Well, I don't really know what to get. Nothing really speaks to me, so I'll just get compound gloves and hope that I get sapphire secondary or something. It's either opal or sapphire or ruby secondary, to be honest. I wish debuffs were a bit stronger. Because as of the moment, debuffs are pretty weak. And they only really get stronger when you have Venom Hood. Which I think is pretty silly. And even if you did have Venom Hood, the payoff is not that great unless the debuff is Bleed. Or rather, unless you have Bleed and another damage debuff like Poison or Spark. Because Poison and Spark by itself isn't really that much damage. It's Bleed that's really making the other debuffs deal more damage. But yeah, I wish Minodev would look into debuffs. Like, I had an idea where the debuffs would be stronger by like 10 per tick. So like if Poison dealt 30, now it would deal 40 damage. But you'd also have to reduce Venom Hood damage from 50 to 40 to compensate. So at least that way, some debuffs wouldn't rely on Venom Hood to deal damage, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's just personally my opinion. So yeah, just hope that Minodev looks into debuffs, because right now they're really just there unless you have, what set was it? Cursed set, was it? Where using debuffs would reset your defensive or your special, for example. Am I in the right spot? Yep. We're on a very lackluster run today, but so far I still haven't get hit also, so I guess that's good, right? I think it's here. Yeah. Backstab. There we go. Backstab over there. Nice, finally, the Decay proc. I wish Decay was a bit more stronger than Poison, because Decay is essentially Poison with a different name. Up, 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 up. We'll stay here, cross, then backstab. Backstab here. There, that was close. I think I'm gonna reach Enrage if I don't kill her on the next try thing. Knock me back there, please. There we go. Oh no. Oh! I almost got hit there. That was my mistake. I read that wrong. Oh no. Please give me something good, please. Something I could... Oh. This is not something I could use. Fuck. Ah, shit. Gonna have to make do. I bought everything that I can for more damage because with the amount of damage that we have, I'm definitely gonna hit Enrage on Avi. Or at least close to enrage. At least with this, we'll have better chances. Ah! I really hate Mav, man. Like, what is this? Like, such a mess. It was doing so well with the hitless too. I blame my lack of damage for that. But it's fine. Hitless isn't everything, you know. There you go. Now with blush. Stay over here. Stay over here. Where are you gonna face? Face to the left. So we could still backstab her properly when the time comes. Like this. And wait for her to move. Go to the right. There we go. So we can still backstab her properly. Blush is one of the few enemies that you could easily manipulate into looking to a certain direction. Mostly for backstab purposes. So unless you won't be doing backstab, then you don't really have to do that. Definitely helps though, for like which characters do backstab? Yeah, Assassin, Bruiser also with her Sapphire primary. I think who was it? Wizard with her Sapphire secondary? I think it also does backstab damage. And of course, some of the wolf items set. Just a bit of optimization there. I'm trying to remember which other enemies are easier to manipulate into looking in a certain direction. I think the rats don't really follow that rule. Megan Varro will always try to look in the middle. Ornn with her oh, what is this? what is this? What the hell? What? Man. I hope I get like Ruby or Emerald defense or Emerald secondary. But do I gamble with Circlet? I'll probably get hit or not because of the increased special damage. Yeah, it's probably my only choice. All I have to do is not get hit. Simple enough, right? Not getting hit from the boss that is hard to no hit. Like personally, I think Avi is the hardest to no hit. Just because of that. Yeah, because of that. I hate her. I hate no-hitting her. Like oh man, that's I lost it way early. Ah man. I wouldn't mind if I lost it like later in second phase. But I lost it way earlier than I expected. Oh man. But yeah, in my opinion, AV is the hardest to no hit out of all the bosses because of stop moving, keep moving, along with the visual clutter of projectiles. I hate it. Especially later on phase 2 when her projectiles have different speeds. I mean, you could argue that, oh, you just need to practice. Yeah, I have. I've definitely gotten better, but like, it's still pretty difficult compared to the other bosses. Like even, well, like, yeah, or yeah, sometimes you just get hit, you know. Man, maybe I really should have just gotten Parascale Corset. Because I still technically don't have an item when the circuit breaks, right? Here? Yep. Just gonna iframe there. That one over there was probably one of the rougher RNGs that could happen. If you didn't have enough speed for that, you'll just take damage. And that's one of the main challenges for AV, which is speed, because you have to be a bit fast, or rather, you have to have a certain amount of speed so you'd be able to do some patterns better. And if you don't have enough speed, you'll just get hit. Like, what was it? I did the heavy challenge thing. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I would definitely just have not cleared the stage if I fought AV, unless I had like the winged bonnet. Yep, barely enough damage. If I didn't get the GCD potion, I definitely wouldn't have beat AV at all. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That should be fine. Yeah. Pretty lackluster run. There we go. 760 DPS against the harp. Man, that's rough. Usually, I think my average DPS versus the weapons are like what? 1000? So, this is very rough. Am I gonna lose this one as well? No. I was about to hit soft and rage there, by the way, because Once the axe reaches 7, it's just gonna cover the whole screen and you'll always get hit unless you iframe it. So yeah. Not looking forward to Shira. I'll definitely won't have enough damage against her too. Even if I did buy a potion, because if you didn't know, potions don't get carried over to Shira, because Shira's area is technically a different area from Pale Keep. Come on, please give me something I could use. Lightning bow works. Yeah. Wish we had another cooldown item, but we don't. So that sucks. Something like pigeon bow would have been perfect. But lightning bow would still be enough, I think. Maybe it's gonna be the difference maker. So us hitting, so us not hitting Hardened Rage. See, like that. It's beginning to loop already. Perfect. Also, I still have to play properly, unless I want to get hit randomly. Especially since I only have 2 HP now. Yes, please loop. Please loop that. There we go. Please loop more. No, didn't even proc that time. Oh, there we go. Please loop. Please. No. There we go. Ooh, trying to find something. Yep, just enough. The extra percent procs definitely help for more damage. Lightning bow was a good last pickup. Probably fixed all my damage issues. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go rest. Bye bye.